Our planet, a world of breathtaking beauty and staggering complexity, still holds corners that remain stubbornly beyond our understanding. For all our technological prowess and our insatiable drive to explore, there are places that guard their secrets with a silent, enduring power. These are the locations that whisper tales of the unexplained, where the lines between fact and folklore become blurred, and where science itself pauses searching for answers. They are the enigmas of our world, challenging our perception of what is possible and reminding us that the age of discovery is far from over. Today, I invite you on a journey to 5 such places, each a compelling mystery that continues to puzzle the brightest minds and ignite the wildest of theories. We will venture from the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico, searching for an island that simply ceased to exist, to the cold, stark landscapes of the Arctic Circle, where a hole was drilled towards the very center of the Earth. These are not mere curiosities. They are profound questions etched into the very fabric of our world. From abandoned megastructures slowly being consumed by nature to strange localized phenomena that defy logical explanation. Our expedition begins now, a countdown of 5 enduring mysteries that have resisted every attempt at a definitive explanation. We will peel back the layers of speculation, examine the evidence, and confront the unsettling reality that some places on Earth may forever remain shrouded in mystery. Prepare to question what you know, as we explore these remarkable and baffling locations, each a testament to the planet's ability to keep its deepest secrets. Our journey into the unknown begins in the vast sun-drenched expanse of the Gulf of Mexico. Here, for centuries, cartographers meticulously charted a small, unassuming landmass known as Bermeja Island. It appeared on maps as early as the 16th century, a fixed point for navigators, a recognized, if remote, piece of Spanish territory. Its existence was not a matter of debate, but a simple geographical fact, recorded by generations of seafarers and map-makers. It was a pin in the great map of the world, a known quantity in an age of exploration. Then, in the late 20th century, something extraordinary happened. When modern surveyors went to verify its location, armed with satellite technology and precision instruments, they found nothing. There was only the endless blue of the open ocean where an island should have been. The Mexican government, with its vast oil interests in the region hanging in the balance, launched extensive official searches. Ships crisscrossed the area, sonar scanned the seabed, and aircraft scoured the horizon. Yet all their efforts yielded the same baffling result. Bermeja Island was gone. The island's complete and utter disappearance has left a vacuum, now filled with a swirling vortex of conspiracy theories and speculation. Did a powerful nation, seeking to redraw maritime boundaries and claim the oil-rich seabed for itself, secretly destroy it? Was it the victim of a sudden geological event, a catastrophic landslide on the continental shelf that simply wiped it from existence? Or, perhaps the most unsettling thought of all, did it ever truly exist in the first place, a phantom born from centuries of cartographic error? The ocean offers no answers, and Bermeja remains a ghost on the map. We travel now from the warm seas of the tropics to the misty ancient landscapes of Scotland, near the village of Milton in West Dunbartonshire. Here stands the Overtoun Bridge, an elegant granite structure built in the late 19th century. It arches gracefully over a deep ravine, a seemingly idyllic crossing point surrounded by lush greenery. Yet this picturesque setting belies a deeply disturbing and tragic phenomenon. For decades, this bridge has become known for a bizarre and heartbreaking pattern of behavior that has defied all rational explanation. Since the 1950s, an alarming number of dogs, for reasons no one can fathom, have been observed leaping from the bridge's parapet. Reports suggest as many as 600 canines have made the 50-foot plunge, with many tragically losing their lives on the rocks below. What is most perplexing is the consistency of the events. The dogs are almost always long-nosed breeds, such as collies or Labradors. They invariably jump from the same 2 parapets on the right-hand side of the bridge, and it nearly always happens on clear, sunny days. Some dogs that have survived the fall have even been known to return and attempt the leap again. This inexplicable compulsion has, quite naturally, given rise to a host of supernatural theories. Local legend speaks of the White Lady of Overtown, a grieving spirit said to haunt the bridge and its estate, perhaps luring the animals to their doom. Others point to a thin place, where the veil between our world and another is unusually permeable. Scientific investigations have been conducted, suggesting that the scent of mink or other small mammals in the undergrowth below might be overwhelming the dog's senses, but no single theory has provided a conclusive answer for why only this specific bridge elicits such a deadly, focused response. The mystery endures, a sad and chilling puzzle set in stone. Our third mystery takes us to the vibrant, teeming heart of the Brazilian rainforest, a place where nature's power to reclaim is on constant, magnificent display. Here, rising above the canopy like the fossilized skeleton of some colossal beast, is the Viaduto Petrobras. This is not an ancient ruin, but a modern one, a massive elevated highway viaduct, stretching for hundreds of meters. Its concrete pillars and sweeping curves stand silent and abandoned, an eerie monument to a project that was abruptly halted in its tracks. It was intended to be a vital artery, a triumph of engineering over a challenging terrain. The viaduct was part of an ambitious plan to reroute the Rio Santos Highway, creating a more direct and efficient path through the dense coastal mountains. Construction was well underway, the immense structure taking shape piece by piece, when suddenly, the work stopped. The reason was a last-minute, monumental change in plans. Environmental concerns and the enormous cost of tunneling through the adjacent mountains led engineers to abandon the route entirely. The decision was made to upgrade the existing coastal highway instead, leaving this nearly completed megastructure to its fate. Today, the Viaduto Petrobras is a haunting spectacle. Nature has begun its slow, relentless siege. Vines snake their way up the concrete columns, trees sprout from cracks in the roadbed, and the sounds of the jungle have replaced the roar of machinery and traffic that never came. It serves as a powerful, silent testament to human fallibility and the sheer force of the natural world. For adventurers and urban explorers, it is a surreal destination, a highway to nowhere, slowly being swallowed by the very jungle it was designed to conquer, a concrete serpent sleeping forever in the green depths. We now leave the surface world behind, traveling to the barren, desolate landscape of the Pechenski district, on Russia's Kola Peninsula, deep within the Arctic Circle. This stark environment was the site of one of the most audacious scientific endeavors ever undertaken. During the height of the Cold War space race, the Soviet Union embarked on a different kind of competition, a race downwards. Their goal was to drill as far as possible into the Earth's crust, to pierce the planet's skin, and unlock the secrets hidden miles beneath our feet. This was the Kola Super Deep Borehole. For nearly 2 decades, from 1970 to 1989, Soviet scientists and engineers drilled. They did not create a wide chasm, but a hole no wider than a dinner plate, a slender probe into the geological unknown. They shattered all previous records, reaching a final staggering depth of 12,262 meters, or over 7.5 miles. It remains the deepest artificial point on Earth. What they found was astonishing. They discovered microscopic plankton fossils miles deep, found water where it was thought impossible to exist, and recorded a massive, unexpected surge in temperature, reaching 180 degrees Celsius, far hotter than their models had predicted. It was this intense heat that ultimately sealed the project's fate. At such temperatures, the drill bits became useless, and the rock itself began to behave more like plastic than a solid. The project was officially halted, and following the dissolution of the Soviet Union, the site was permanently abandoned in 2008. The hole itself was welded shut, but the legends persist. The most famous, an urban legend of a well to hell, claims the scientist lowered a microphone and recorded the sounds of tormented souls. While pure fabrication, it speaks to the profound mystery of what lies beneath us, a realm the Kola borehole only just began to touch. For our final destination, we journey back to the 1960s and travel off the coast of Guadalupe, Mexico. Here, a group of American scientists, united under the banner of the American Miscellaneous Society, conceived a project of breathtaking ambition. Their goal was even more audacious than their Soviet counterparts. They wanted to be the first to drill completely through the Earth's crust and obtain a sample of the planet's mantle. They named their quest project Mohole, a quest to pierce the Mohorovičić discontinuity, the boundary separating the crust from the mantle below. Unlike the land-based Kola project, Project Mohole was a marine operation. The scientists correctly reasoned that the Earth's crust is significantly thinner beneath the oceans. They retrofitted a massive naval barge, the KUSS-1, with pioneering technology, including a revolutionary dynamic positioning system that used propellers and sonar to hold the vessel perfectly still over a single point in the deep ocean. It was a remarkable feat of engineering, a floating platform from which they would attempt to drill through 3 miles of water and then several more miles of solid rock. In its initial phase, the project was a stunning success. The team managed to drill 5 holes into the seabed, the deepest reaching over 180 meters into the basaltic crust, recovering the first ever core samples from this layer of the ocean floor. It proved that deep ocean drilling was possible and set the stage for decades of future oceanographic research. However, the project's costs began to spiral out of control, and amidst scientific disagreements and political wrangling, the United States Congress cut its funding in 1966. The ultimate goal was never reached, leaving Project Mohole as a brilliant but unfinished dream, a tantalizing glimpse into the Earth's deep interior that was abandoned on the very cusp of discovery. Our journey has taken us across the globe and deep into the Earth itself, yet we end where we began, faced with questions that have no easy answers. From the vanished shores of Bermeja Island to the ambitious unfinished holes drilled into our planet's crust, these locations serve as powerful reminders of our own limitations. They demonstrate that for all our satellites, sonar, and scientific rigor, there are still pockets of our world that defy our understanding and resist our attempts to catalog and explain every last detail. These mysteries are not failures of science, but rather invitations to curiosity. They are the blank spaces on the map that drive us to explore further, to question more deeply, and to imagine new possibilities. The abandoned viaduct, reclaimed by the jungle, and the sorrowful bridge in the Scottish mists are not just stories. They are active, ongoing enigmas. They show that the world is not a solved puzzle, but a living, breathing entity, capable of producing phenomena that can be both beautiful and profoundly baffling, challenging us to look again at what we believe to be true. The Earth guards its secrets well, but the human spirit of inquiry is relentless. Perhaps one day these mysteries will be solved, and their stories will have a final chapter. Until then, they remain as compelling echoes of the unknown, sparking our imagination and fueling our desire to understand. Which of these mysteries captured your imagination the most? And what other baffling locations do you know of that deserve a place on this list? The search for answers continues, and the conversation starts with you.